So let's talk about lies and secrets, because people do not do them randomly. It's not a random thing that a lie comes out. People lie to fucking regulate themselves. Yeah, because they don't know how to normally regulate their nervous systems, so they use lies and secrets to regulate themselves. Not just to deceive people, but to protect something deep inside of them that they don't even want to look at. So instead of asking yourself when you get lied to, why are they doing this to me? I want you to ask, what are they getting from this? Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Recovery doesn't end when the chaos stops. That's when the real work begins. After 16 years of recovery, my novels, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, and my new book, Becoming My Own Effing Soulmate, tell the before and after. The addiction, the healing, and the messy realities of learning how to choose yourself. Both are available now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about liars and secret keepers. My favorite, because I love delving into liars. I used to be a liar 20 years ago. So when I talk to somebody and they're lying, I can tell. So let's talk about lies and secrets, because people do not do them randomly. It's not a random thing that a lie comes out. People lie to fucking regulate themselves. Yeah, because they don't know how to normally regulate their nervous systems, so they use lies and secrets to regulate themselves. Not just to deceive people, but to protect something deep inside of them that they don't even want to look at. So instead of asking yourself when you get lied to, why are they doing this to me? I want you to ask, what are they getting from this? Because every lie has a payoff. There is a payoff. You are getting something from it. Okay, so what do people get from lying? Let's go down the list. Number one, the first number one thing is control. They control the narrative, and they decide what you get to see and what you don't get to see. So anytime someone lies, the payoff could be control. Number two, avoiding consequences. No conflict. No accountability, meaning no uncomfortable conversation that our nervous system can't take, because honestly, liars, and I'm going to be kind of crass about this, they're like weak people. When I used to lie, I was weak because I could not have uncomfortable conversations and confront what I'd done and have someone else be upset with me. So they're weak. So they cannot have uncomfortable conversations. Number three, the image protection, ego, pride and ego, screaming. They get to protect the version of themselves they want you to believe they are. I'm a good person. I'm honest, put together, when they're not. They're so split that they cannot fully see themselves, because the real image of themselves would terrify them. So they create this facade, and they don't want that to break. Number four, emotional safety. The truth feels too vulnerable. Lies feel safer. When you tell a lie, you have one foot in and one foot out, so you're not fully ever connected at all, so it feels safer. Next one, power. They love power. They can get a subtle sense of, I'm getting away with this. People don't know who I truly am. I know something you don't. That's what they get. And last, the thrill. There's a rush when you lie. It goes over your body almost like a shot of heroin. For some people, chronic liars, which I've met many, they get a rush. They get thrilled. They get excitement. They get off almost. It's a sense of getting off because they get to manage their devil life and it becomes stimulating. So their nervous system gets used to that feeling. Now, let's even go deeper. What are they actually trying to fucking escape? Number one, the number one reason, shame. If you really knew me, you wouldn't love me. There's a deep, deep shame and self-hatred with all liars, all of them. Number two, fear of abandonment. They lie to keep you. It's the lie but it's also the lie. Here's the ironic part. The lie usually pushes you away. So when you find out they're lying, it actually does the opposite. But when they're lying, their fear of abandonment that you're going to leave them. Number three, not feeling like they're good enough. Any secrets and lies in your life, you don't feel good enough. If you cannot be present in one reality and be okay with it and be living a happy life, you don't feel good enough. You are not enough to feel you. So you have to split yourself to have multiple lives to feel worthy instead of just being enough. So you don't feel good enough about yourself. So you create this more acceptable version of yourself for the split lives you are creating. Conflict. They do not know how to handle hard conversations, like I said, so they avoid them completely. They are like children. They do not know how to have a healthy conflict with someone. And they love to blame others. That is their favorite. Okay, here's the next one. This is the one I love the most that I worked on 20 years ago. Loss of identity. They usually never had a fucking identity. Telling the truth might force them to face who they really are, and keeping the lie and the secret, they get to create whatever identity, false identity they want. And it's also conditioning. That's another big one. So that's the next one. If they grew up where truth wasn't safe in their household, like their parents, if you told, they would get punished for the truth. They learn to hide it to survive. It is a survival mechanism in how your nervous system can handle life. I mean, here's the thing. Even Carl Jung, who I Jungiism and studied it, and I love Jungiism. Carl Jung talks about this in the shadow, right? So the shadow, the part of ourselves we hide, but drives the behavior. So their shadow is driving this behavior. Now, here's my favorite. How do I spot a liar without becoming paranoid? Look for patterns. Not one-off moments, patterns. So inconsistency, number one, I am like a witch. Because I used to do it, so I can spot it. You spot it, you got it. You know that saying? Inconsistencies. Liars can't keep their story straight. It shifts over time. Details don't line up. It doesn't logically make sense. Things don't make sense. Number two, over-explaining too many details that weren't necessary. They try to sound believable. So if anybody's giving me that, I'm like, Number three, defensiveness. They're always fucking defensive. Simple questions get a strong reaction. Hysterical, historical. I know something's underneath if you're defensive. Why are you asking me that? Why are you saying that? No, I didn't. And get very defensive. Okay. Their words do not match their energy. The words say one thing, but the energy says something else. So if their words are like, I'm good, and you can tell in their body they're not, that's telling you something. Strange, weird pauses. Not thinking constructively. There's weird pauses that don't make sense. And they minimize language. It was nothing. You're overreacting. They say things like that. And your gut. This is a gut thing. People always ask, how can I spot a liar? It's a gut. My gut, it's not anxiousness. It's this steady feeling that sometimes something doesn't add up. And I fucking trust that. I trust my gut. All the work I've done for so long, I trust my gut better than my brain sometimes. It's how my body's reacting, how their body is making an energy in my body. So I can literally look at someone and go, something's off. I don't even know what it is sometimes, but I just pull that thread. So that is what I'm asking you to do. So if something feels off, with somebody in your life, whether it be a boss, a coworker, a significant other, a child, trust that instinct. Don't jump to conclusion. Ask the next best question and then re-ask them again. So when you keep re-asking the same question in a different way, their answers start fubbing. They start go like they get tongue-tied. So, and then ask a question and then be quiet. That's a beautiful way to do it, and just look at them, because that feeling in their nervous system you're creating can actually break, or you can see the cracks. So slow down, watch body language, watch inconsistencies. And that is a great way to spot a liar. Do not hear their words. Watch them. Okay, so let's get to the real question. And here's the truth. The real question I want you to look at is, why did they lie? That's the question people ask. Why did they lie? Why did they lie? Why did they lie? Why did they lie? But then I say, the real question is, what does the truth threaten? So if this is a lie, why aren't they telling the truth? Does it threaten something in their life? Does it threaten their ego? Does it threaten their pride? Does it threaten their standing in society? Does it threaten their marriage? Does it threaten what people are going to think of them? Are people going to hate them? Are they the worst people? And I know this big thing with Summer House just came out, where the main two characters on the show lied. And I was like, oh, I could see it. When I watched like a couple of clips, I was like, oh, I can see the inconsistencies of the wife. I can see the inconsistencies of the friends. So here's the thing, people. I'm going to end with this because this is the most important. Here's the truth about most people don't want to hear. Lying isn't about hurting you. It's truly not. When I used to lie a long time ago, it wasn't to hurt anybody at all. It was so my image of myself wouldn't break. So when you call out a liar, don't take it fucking personal. That's their shit. That's their dirtiness. They're swimming in shit. And you are going to stand on the sidelines and watch them swim in shit and observe it. Don't get in the shit with them, because that's where you lose your power. That's where you give away your power to somebody else. So stand on the sidelines and watch them make up this story, because they're the ones that are hurting themselves, not you. It's never about you. Don't take it personal, I promise. It's about protecting something fragile in them, because they're so small and broken and feel worthless, and their life usually is a mess, and they're blowing it up, and they don't feel like they deserve anything good, and everything is egotism and materialism, usually on the outside. It's what people see, and with the inside, they're so fragile and broken. But what protects them in the short term, the lie and the secret, destroys them in the long term. So trust that karma usually does it for you. So don't worry about, you feel your feelings and you're hurt that you're being lied to, but it's not personal. It's a survival that they had to do because they feel so worthless inside. I hope that helps anybody out there dealing with someone that has secrets and lies, and don't attach it to your worth, because I'm telling you, from a reformed liar, which I cannot lie anymore, it's not personal. It's all about them. Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Shoot me any questions you have for me, like this good one from a listener, and I will record them for you. Send them to secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you'd like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.